Hello there. Today I'm meeting two mums and their growing families. Simone and Miralee were career women, stuck in the corporate world of business. This is their story on how they left that corporate life behind, but held on to the lifestyle. How was life as a corporate slave?
Corporate slave is probably a really good word for it too. There were elements that I absolutely loved. I loved the corporate trappings. I loved the lifestyle. I loved the income. I loved the events.
What changed?
When I got married, all of a sudden that life wasn't so exciting, and that was tough, but it got even tougher when we had children. The priority for me needs to be my family, and from this business that I really loved to all of a sudden seeing cracks and all of a sudden falling down around me, and still wanting to be part of it, but realising it couldn't be part of my future.
Tell us about the fear that you may have felt in making these life changes.
While it was scary to think, geez, I can't do this for another 20 years, but where's my income going to come from? There was a pretty clear moment where I said, this life is just not good enough.
How did corporate life affect your relationships?
I would come home from work, I wouldn't even know what the family had for dinner because they'd all eaten and were in bed, and then I'd kiss my children goodnight 2 hours after they were asleep. So I didn't see them, and sometimes this would go for a couple of days in a row. In the back of my mind I knew that there was no future if this is the way it had to be, because my children wouldn't know their mother. And that was devastating for me.
Many weekends, perhaps Kent would go off and attend a function with family or friends, and I'd be heading into to the office to get something ready for Monday morning. So it really had an impact on who we were together, the time we spent together, the things we got to do, and quite frankly, we were missing out on what we wanted for ourselves as a couple and also for our families.
What changed?
We had to find a way where we weren't trading time for money. So, I kept going along this path of doing that, but being absolutely open to, if someone can show me a way where this can stop right now and I can stop trading time for money, be paid what I'm worth, not what somebody else tells me I'm worth, I'm going to take it.
Some friends of ours stumbled across this business and they knew our situation, that we'd been friends for years, and they knew we were looking, and gave us a call and told us about it, and I had a look at it, and I had, pretty fair to say, I did my due diligence pretty broadly, and I thought, wow, this ticks everything on our list.
I was introduced to the business through Miralee, and when she explained it to me with the opportunity of working from home, generating the same kind of income I was accustomed to, and being with my family, and a business that it is more important for inner growth than growing a corporation, I was like, jumping in 2 feet forward, let's go. And I was extremely excited, and that changed our lives.
We can have the income at the zero we were after, we can have the lifestyle, there's a huge amount of travel, but most importantly, the thing that was missing for us in our working career was we loved to help people. We wanted to make a contribution. I just knew, because I worked with them, that there were so many people out there that were in my situation. In our situation, they wanted to create a better life. They didn't want to make sacrifices, and this business gave the opportunity to help not only change our own life, but help change the lives of others.
What a great story. Two mums, former corporate slaves, now both living life on their own terms. Well, I'm intrigued. I've got my own laundry list and I can already see a few boxes being ticked off on that just from what I've learned today.